Hi, I'm Maria B., the Sizzix Lady from itscheaperthantherapy.com, giving you another awesome tip of the day for Scrapbook Expo. And today the tip of the day is going to be based upon the Pop and Cuts die system, the interchangeable inserts into the base dies. One of the things that's a little confusing for people is how to do the folds, and they're actually pretty easy to do, so I'm going to give you a great tip of the day. This is a base die here, and so it has the die and it has an embellishment that's on here. And then you also have an insert. So the first thing that I'm going to do is cut the outside card, and you'll see this after it's been cut out. First we will sandwich this in between our two clear cutting pads like you normally would your regular dies. Let's run this through the machine. And I'm going to just leave this here and I'll show you how it comes out. So what you get is you get a perfectly cut card, and that's what we want, is we want our base card on this particular insert. And so let me set this onto the side. The next thing, this is an insert. This is going to give you different pop-ups on the inside of your card. And how do you put it in there? I don't know. It's you got all these magnetic things and you got things that you just don't know. The easiest way to remember is you have the metal base inside the Pop and Cuts base die. You have to use the base die to use the inserts. You see the magnets that are on the back? We're going to put that on top of the metal part, and I'm going to slide it. And this is where you really want to pay attention, is if it's sitting here, it's not going to cut correctly and fold correctly. But if you notice, there's some lines that match the insert into the base all the way across. When those lines match across, then you know you're ready to do your cutting. So we're going to just do the same thing that we did before. Sandwich it into the new awesome Big Shot machine, the powder blue one. Now what this did is it cut the entire card as well, but it also did some inserts in here. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how easy it is to do these folds. Take this and fold it completely exact to the other side, just so you have the back of your card. This one, if you notice, there's some cutouts here, and you can start seeing the pop-up starting to pop out. There's a crease line that's right here along the bottom of the card, and what I'm going to do is put my fingers behind and just kind of give it a little extra help, just right there. See how I kind of just barely creased it? And that's about all you need. Once you do that, the Pop and Cuts insert pretty much starts folding by itself. Just line up your edges over here, press down, and you have your pop-up. So if you can just find that one little line that's straight across with a crease, give it a little extra help, fold your card in half, pull it back up, and it should be ready for your pop-up. Now, the reason why we cut a solid piece out is because you basically, it looks like you have kind of a finished card. You know, the rear end's kind of hanging out, so you want to cover up the rear end. And so we'll put this inside the base. One of the tips that I'm going to add to this one is when you do that, the inside card starts to come out through the front of it, and that's not very appealing. And so the suggestion that I have for that, on the edge die, from Tim Holtz. You could take on the edge dies, you could do paper punches. And what I'm going to do is there's two different edges on the die. I can put my card over here and cut this edge, or I can turn it around and cut this edge. And one of the things that you will need is just a little bit of temporary tape, just to hold it in place so you can get a real nice shaped cut. But you have to remember that Tim Holtz shapes are usually not very straight, but they're really fun. Now what we will do is we'll just sandwich them in between the cutting pads again. It doesn't matter if you use the short ones or the long ones, they'll be fine. And run it through. and you'll just peel this off. This part is all getting thrown away. And then you have a really nice scalloped edge on here. And so this one here is a finished one with two different colors. You can kind of see how nice it gives that little scalloped edge, kind of like a finished look in there. There's different inserts that you can do with the Pop and Cuts base. So if you just take another insert, one of these, then you can actually do some really fun things in there as well. You can do a basic pop-up like this, where you can decorate the label. Or you can even use it as a platform to where you can attach things to, and you can hold up the entire world. You can change out your insert to a luggage insert. This is a Pop and Cuts luggage. So by just changing out an insert, there's a lot of fun things that you can do. And there's regular pop-ups. I call these the swing Pop and Cuts. They kind of swing out through the front of the card. And then these ones I call the stand-up ones. They kind of stand up through the middle. So have fun, 24 different inserts, 2 bases, they're all interchangeable. My name is Maria B., the Sizzix Lady from itscheaperthantherapy.com, bringing you another awesome tip of the day for Scrapbook Expo.